What's going on YouTube? Moises with Foz Power Watching. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Today, where are we? The staple of America, I'd say. The chicken staple of America besides KFC or churches. Chick-Fil-A. So, I know a lot of pressure washing guys in this industry. They pride themselves in their Chick-Fil-A. Somebody has like 10 stores, others has one. I'm the one that has one, and we've been servicing this location going on, I don't know, 7 months, maybe 8 months. I have to look back on the invoices. But Chick-fil-A, nonetheless, I got my guy out degreasing hot spots back there somewhere. Got the truck parked out in front, running the 8 gallon per minute right now, and water is getting filled up. Got 200 feet of hoses stretched out. So I'm just gonna take y'all through the process that we go through with Chick-fil-A's. Hopefully it's insightful. So y'all guys, if you're just now getting a Chick-fil-A, congratulations. I know it's a big accomplishment. If you've been doing Chick-fil-A's, I don't know, give you some tips and tricks on making my process better. That would help. Drop it in the comment sections. And if you want to say what's up real quick, say what's up, drop it in the comment section. I say what's up back. So real quick, let me turn the camera. All right, so hotspot areas, of course, parking stalls always get the most of the grease and the degreasing. So already pre-treated all these with just straight degreaser from our pump sprayer. Not downstreaming anything today. Honestly, have not been downstreaming in a while, but parking stalls are degreased, so when I get to this area, they're already nice and cooked. 8 gallon per minute running, 330 gallon water tank running, 200 feet of hose lined out, ready to go. And right now we're running this 20-inch hammerhead that I've had since probably the beginning. I had to change out the swivel before, and honestly just deleted the gun and going straight to ball valve, quick connect reducer, all that. So this is this area already pre-treated with degreaser. Hotspot area, a little bit of water. I got my guy degreasing over there. He's actually doing the most. Isaac, that's good. And then pre-treated the back area, the entrance or the employee exit. Pre-treated. So we're gonna run it. Honestly, this 8 gallon per minute does really good. I was running the big guy surface cleaner, but again, that Mosmatic swivel went out. So I'm gonna go ahead and run it. It's gonna probably get some footage of me running the surface cleaner, but we'll see how it goes right now. All right, y'all, so surface cleaned up until right here. All of that, got my guy Isaac rinsing all that out, pushing it far away. Gonna do this area here in a bit. Of course, you get a lot of buildup. It's not, I mean, they're all different. Chick-fil-A's are all different, but a lot of the buildup is on these first lanes. This first lane right here, of course, their pickup area. But depending on the traffic or your Chick-fil-A, if it's really bumping and booming, you know, you'll have buildup on the second lane, but most of the buildup is going to be on the first lane. So a lot of heavy degreasing going on right here. Curbs, right here, curbs. People that don't want to swing out and they just want to mess up their tires. So I made it a point, well, for this particular general manager, he just wants the curbs to look as best as possible. Now, they're not always going to get 100% on these curbs, but degreasing the curbs and then hitting it with the wand real good is going to help, okay? Always remember that. On your hot spot curbs, the high visibility, where it's like they're just running up and down in it like golf carts, you definitely want to hit these curbs real good. But rinsing underway. Right now we're taking it pretty slow with just one machine. I still have the 2 5-gallon per minute on the trailer, and I can bust them out while I'm surface cleaning. This guy could do rinsing with one of the 5-gallon per minutes, but it is his first time here, so I want him to get the full scope of what it's like when you're by yourself. And then after that, he's able to add on. And honestly, he's doing pretty good, because even he is like, well, I could bust out the 5-gallon per minute while you're doing surface cleaning. He could do rinsing. That's perfect. I appreciate that. But right now, I just want him to get the fundamentals of taking care of these Chick-Fil-A's as if he were here by himself. This is a one-man job. You can do a one-man job. 2 people, of course, help. But one thing that we came across is, let me take you to the trailer. When we're running this 8-gallon per minute, depending on water flow, I will end up catching up to where the water flow is just not keeping up if I'm running 2 machines. Especially with the 8-gallon per minute, it does use a lot of water, and if I do run a 5-gallon per minute, it'll run through that water pretty quick. I mean, right now, we're about 240 gallons maybe. Yeah. 220 gallons right here. So it's keeping up with the 8-gallon per minute. If I were to run one of these 5-gallon per minute, I mean, I'd be down to right here. And it's really just depending on how much water that one of the 5-gallon per minute is using. But again, I've done it, and it kind of sucks because I get to a point to where I gotta stop and wait for that water fill up. So you get back to it, make sure these guys rinse you properly. Alright, people, so move the trailer, get all this front section rinsed out real good. These 3 lanes right here, the entrance, and then now we moved on up this way. So the new tech getting training on the surface cleaner, and again I'm running this 8-gallon per minute on the surface cleaner, so no weights on there. Let's see if it doesn't pop up on him, start flying like a saucer. But we got this to do, and then finishing off with the parking stalls that are here. Everything's already pre-treated. Finishing off with the whole parking stalls, and then ultimately finishing off with the garbage, or the dumpster pad. So in that dumpster pad, man, it was pretty nasty. There was a bag. Someone looked like they had a late night snack. Honestly, like there was a big bag of just food that was torn open, all the scraps, and stuff like that happens. I'll take y'all over there, but I picked it all up. I'll probably see if I throw a picture in there right now. And that's what it was on there, is all those, just that bag, man. Like, it's crazy. So when stuff like this happens, you know, these people, they've been real good to me, to the company, giving us, you know, free drinks and whatnot. Good old Chick-Fil-A. It's their pleasure, so it was my pleasure to go ahead and pick that up for them. Not necessarily, I wouldn't do this all the time, but in certain situations, certain customers, I you know, get them brownie points is what it is. So drop down in the comments, let me know if that's something that you would do, or you probably upcharge for it. I know some people, they do that. It's not in their job description to pick up trash that is outside of the dumpster. But to get it clean the way it should be, I went ahead and took that on, did that, and you know, just better cleaning, and like I said, some brownie points for us. So we're gonna finish this up, wrap it up. We're doing good on timing, And again, we're just running this one unit right now. Really can't wait. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to, but the goal is to get a 10 gallon per minute or another 8 on this trailer. I really lately been wanting to just put everything back on the flatbed, but with the given just area that I do have on that flatbed, it's just like everything's gonna be tight is what it is. And I could only, I mean, I could do 2 units on there, but with this tote, with this leg tank, it's just not ideal because it's gonna take up a lot of space. And also have this this SH tank over here, the 65 gallon. I mean, I have a bunch of tanks, so I don't know. We'll see how that turns out. I'm actually working finally on a blend system for my downstream injector. That's going on right there. Got to get a couple, 2 more hoses, and then plumb it all up. That's what I'm working with right there. That project finally. Gotta get a new hose reel. That thing's rusted up. But that trailer's coming along. Again, I've just been back and forth thinking about switching everything over to that flatbed, which is convenient, tight spaces and whatnot. I'm not hauling off this trailer, but I mean, shoot, it's just I got a lot more room on that trailer, so we'll see what happens. And everything rinsed out. The service cleaner is working great on the 8 gallon per minute. Had to switch out the tips so it could be adjusted to the 8 gallon per minute. Did that a while ago because my big guy, well, that swivel went out. But we're gonna keep going. I'll let y'all know or get back on here for the rest of this video. And again, Chick-Fil-A on a Sunday, the best day to get these done. Alright, y'all, so we're almost there, finishing up this last section in these parking stalls, and we are out of here. Well, this section and then the dumpster pad. We're getting there, we're getting there. Been here since 5:30. Stuff like this gets built up. You know, it's real tough to take it out. We try our best, but it's been baked on there. We come every other weekend, or sorry, every other week. So, depending how long that's been there, it's gonna stay there.